fun.
Welcome back to Let's Get It, Emory Ogletree, a.k.a. the main attraction. Here, my boy Burnett, and I've been waiting to get on this topic, man.
Yeah.
Duos. And then real quick, let's get this out the way, B. This whole jersey swap thing, you know I'm kind of with you to a degree. But, I mean, seriously, LeBron and D. Wade, I mean, two future Hall of Famer, all-time greats. I mean, you couldn't go with that one.
No.
It was just not okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I just 30 seconds. Number one, jersey swap is the lamest thing in sports. Number two, the lamest jersey swap I've ever seen was them two divas soaking it up, standing there with their hands on their hips, staring at each other. I thought it was utterly sports disgusting. We know LeBron's the drama king, okay? And Wade played right into it. It's like, my question was, since did LeBron and Wade become this rivalry? That's you feel me? They tried the rivalry, the last of the rivalry. When were they a rivalry ever? They went teamed up together. Like, listen, man, that was lame. City, I laughed. So like, oh my, the big hug.
That's one of the few jersey swaps I didn't mind. But anyway, it brought up this whole thing. Everybody been talking about duos lately, man. So I told you to get your top five together. I got my top five. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, there's no right answer, y'all. So relax. Nobody has a right answer.
Yes, there is.
You know, your top five is your top five, man. So I'm just gonna get it started. For me, my top five, starting with number one in order, Magic and Kareem.
Oh.
I got 31 All-Star games in between them, 19 All-Team First Teams, 5 titles together. Both the greatest at their positions. I mean, with Magic, there's no debate. Kareem, yeah, you probably can't. Number two, I got Jordan and Pippen. 6 titles, 3-peated twice. Now, they can't be overlooked. 22 All-Star appearances, 17 First-Team All-Defenses. My third was Shaq and Kobe. You know, I mean, I gotta give it up to them. You know, they were the last team 3-peat since the Jordan Bulls, so I had to give them love. 2 MVPs between them, 5 final MVPs, 33 All-Star appearances, and 19 All-NBA First Teams. This one might bother a lot of people, but I just don't care. Russell and Cousy is my fourth. You know,
it doesn't bother me.
Okay, I appreciate that. Because it's the funniest thing, and if he ever sees this, I'm going to send him a shout-out right now. Of all people, Will Kane I agree with. It shocked me when he said it, because he read my mind when I saw it. Because you have to respect the history of the game. It's the one thing, Bruce Hart, I love you, but it's the one thing about you that irks me when we talk basketball. Yep. You overlook the history of the game. Russell and Cousy. I'm sorry, you got to
I would love to see his reaction when he sees you say that.
I'll be ready for him. I'll be ready for him. But you got to respect the history of the game. I don't feel no, I know.
Be easy on him, Chris.
Chris, I know you know the game, but like sometimes I feel you disrespect the old timers. I got Russell and Cousy, 6 titles, 25 All-Star appearances, 6 MVPs. 13 NBA First Team. Not as many, awards back in the day, but hey, they did their thing. And the last one for me, I put LeBron and Wade as a duo. I put them down as 5th. Now, I mean, the one thing you got to know, I mean, LeBron is LeBron. You can't overlook that. You know, but at the same time, it can't be overlooked. I mean, for me, everybody wants to give LeBron all this credit for those titles. I'm sorry, without D. Wade,
of course,
he doesn't win those titles.
Of course.
He doesn't win those titles. Of course. And it's not like a Scotty Mike thing for me. I just think it's the fact that, LeBron wasn't going to get done in Cleveland that first time around. The move to Miami, I saw when I went to the All-Star game before he even went to Miami. I knew it was going to happen. And it just fit for me. I think that was just a good fit, fitting for LeBron to play with somebody like D. Wade, who was already a champion, who had a mentality that he didn't have. And like I said, they did their thing. The only thing about it was they went 2 for 4. Yeah. But listen, we're going to talk duos, though. For me, number 5 would be LeBron and D. Wade. The floor is yours.
Now, before I go, do you have any honorable mentions?
Ooh. My honorable mentions.
I mean,
the Spurs are hard for me because I wavered with them.
Exactly.
I went Timmy D and Robinson to a degree, but I mean the bulk of them came with. I guess you could say Tim and Park. It's Tim and somebody.
Yeah. Oh, it's Tim. Okay, so
yeah,
let's get that right.
I almost even want to say
fundamental. It's the big fundamental and somebody.
Yeah, I almost wanted to say Tim and Pop. If we're just gonna say duo, I was gonna say Tim and Pop.
Well, then you got to throw. Then you would have to throw Phil in with Kobe and Shaq and Mike and Scotty. So and that would make it a trio.
Yeah, right, exactly. Another honorable mention would have been for me Bird and McHale.
Okay.
Dumars and Thomas. Okay. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I could have thought of. They only won 1, but it's just because I got so much respect for him. Moses and the Doctor.
Well, I like that one. That one I don't have. That one I have. We have a lot of the same. Mine, I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to start from 5 and then go up. It's more dramatic that way. Stockton and Malone is my number 5. don't have the championships, but the reason why I'm doing this is kind of like an eye jammy to the analytic people and to the millennials who always want to go by numbers. Okay, and rings don't matter, right? LeBron was the best before he won a ring. You guys know that's the truth, okay? He was the best. He didn't have to. Well, rings don't matter now, and but Dan Marino got crushed for not having a ring. But we talk about Brady with his, so we know it all goes through sports. So my list is kind of like an eye jammy towards certain people. So Stockton and Malone, you talking about the duo who invented and perfected the high screen pick and roll.
Absolutely.
The elbow pick and roll.
Absolutely.
The baseline pick and roll. The middle of the paint pick and roll. Top of the key pick and roll. Period. Those two men. And you knew it was coming every time Malone came to set the pick. And nobody, including the Bulls, they won because you have Jordan. But they didn't stop those two. Go back and look at the numbers. They didn't stop those two guys. The pick and roll killed them. They just couldn't get enough from Hornacek and Antoine Carr and all,
Russell,
Byron Russell and those guys. They couldn't get enough from those guys. Okay. Magic and Kareem, to me, is fourth. The reason why I have them so low, because I got to stick up for my Tar Heel, big game James Worthy. Because they won the ring before Worthy got there. But people forget that Worthy was the number 1 overall pick. So They got lucky and got the number 1 overall pick. And Chick Hearns didn't call him Big Game James for his Xbox and PlayStation skills. Okay? He called him Big Game James because he had big games. And there were times where Cat was still the man, I get it. But I believe in like 85, 86, he really started to overly really insert himself to where he was coming into his prime really, really early. So Worthy is my reason why they're down there. And I threw this out to Chris Broussard this morning. We were texting back and forth about an hour before I came in to shoot today. And he goes, well, that would have made them a trio that was all about Kareem. It's like, whatever. Okay, cool. Number 3 to me is my man Zeke, Isaiah Thomas, and JoJo Dumars. And this is the reason why. 2 championships, should have went to a third. I'm still looking for the foul on Bill Laimbeer in Game 6 against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the baseline. I'm still looking for the foul. I get he got the call because of all the other stuff he had gotten away with. I'm fine with that. But don't tell me that's not a foul, okay? And it ruins Isaiah's 28-point third quarter.
Oh, yeah, classic.
Oh, my God. That was just like the best quarter I think I've ever seen. And I seen Clay's 30-something point quarter, too. All right. Also, too, you talk about 5'10" and 6 feet. Guards.
Yes.
Guards. Not big men, not wingmen, not 6'6" Jordan, not 7-foot dominant Shaq, Duncan. You're talking 2 guards, okay? And not for them, and he said it himself, if not for that duo and the Bad Boys, we wouldn't have Michael Jordan. Because he said that team is the reason why he started to lift. He started to he credits them for him being
his respect.
So you got to give him that respect.
Right.
Number 2 for me, Kobe and Shaq.
Okay.
Enough said. It's Kobe and Shaq. And number 1, enough said. 6-0 when it matters the most. It's Mike and Scotty. Scotty can guard 4 positions. Mike could take over games and score. If he needed to pass, he could pass. If he needed to defend, he could defend. He was Defensive Player of the Year. Don't forget that once before. Something that some other guys haven't accomplished. And when Scotty needed to have 30, Scotty can give you 30. When Scotty needed to have 40, or when Scotty just needed to shut people down, hit the 3, defense. Scottie Pippen, to me, was almost like Grant Hill before Grant Hill was almost like Grant Hill was LeBron before LeBron. But people just don't see it that way because we go by all these numbers. So that's my 1 through 5. Now, my honorable mentions are Bird and McHale. I'm with you on that.
Right.
But I was told about Chris Broussard earlier today. That was a trio because of Parrish. And I'm like,
what was it,
Robert
though?
Parrish.
Was it Chris? I mean, no disrespect to the Chief.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and no disrespect to the Chief. That's the Chief. But, hey, I can show you the text when you text me. We know we like Chris. I got Cousy and Bill as an honorable mention, too. And I got Wilt and Wes. Wilton West, yes, Wilton West. Even though they have one championship,
right.
How many finals did the men play in? How many times did they kept running into the Celtics? It's like Stockton and Malone. People say, well, they didn't win. Well, nobody could beat Jordan and can beat Mike and Scotty. So
even though that series should have won 7, that was a push.
Exactly,
it was a push.
It was a push.
That was a push.
It was a push. Well, you talking about on Byron Russell?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That was a push.
No,
it was a push.
That's a basketball movement. That's
a
basketball. You know, it's a basketball movement. It's a basketball movement. It's down below the hip.
It was a stiff arm.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. You get pushed on the thigh. Okay, and you got
Man,
it was like the lower hip to the thigh, to the side of the thigh.
I'm
You get
gonna
pushed on the thigh.
Come to the crib. I'm
then
that Jordan DVD.
Nah, man, please, Jordan. Listen, that's the most.
That was a stiff arm.
Nah,
and they didn't call it because it was Mike and it was the finals.
And then he held the pose. Like nobody's ever done that. I'm getting hyped about it now. And then my last honorable mention was Wade and LeBron because such a short period of time. It was a manufactured super team, which I never respected, I never liked. And I hate the fact that Bosch gets pushed out as much as he did when Bosch was a 25-12 player before he went there.
Absolutely.
But because he went there, they called it the Big Three. But now, because we want to build up LeBron even more like the media does, same thing Durant's talking about. You guys don't want to listen, but Durant's telling the truth. Now we want to make it a duo. They never called it a duo when they were there. They called it the Big Three,
which they did.
But now all of a sudden it's a duo. I told you guys I had some jammies. I had something for y'all. So that's my 5, and then those are my honorable mentions. Another honorable mention too. A lot, and it wouldn't make the list, but I just want to mention it.
Larry?
Zoe and Grandma Ma.
Yeah, I like
Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
Oh yeah, that's
Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. Yeah, yes. They got to an Eastern Conference Finals, but they ran into the MVP AI. Remember, they were going to go to the finals and play the Lakers, but they ran into an MVP AI that had like 52 in Game 7 or 49 or something in a Game 7.
And that's when before Juan got fat.
Exactly. No, that's when Antoine was still.
I mean, he was still doing to a degree. But I mean, I think because Boston was still kind of like at that not necessarily development, but at the middle of the road stage.
Yeah.
Because for me, especially after they went down to AI, I knew I was like, they're not going to get done with these two.
Oh no. They're going to move somebody.
Yeah, they weren't going to get done with those two. And but I like that. And obviously, we just throw out 5 nights. And again, your choice is your choice, Shaw. Like I said again, I base mine again on collective and individual success.
Mine's right though. Just so you guys.
But definitely, and I gotta apologize to the mailman and John Stockton for not putting it. Listen, I'm sorry, I was just so focused on my 5 that I left you out. But how could I forget about the mailman?
Just really quick with them two, all-time leading scorer in the NBA, right?
No, he's second.
Who's
Kareem?
He didn't pass Kareem?
No, not at all.
Okay, my fault.
Kareem,
You're right.
go.
Number 2, but Stockton is top 5 in assists and steals.
Well, he's number 1. He's number 1 in both.
Yeah. Oh, is he one in both? Okay, so he's one in both. So I don't see how he gets so disrespected when we start talking about great. Like you said, it's no question with Magic. I do have questions with Magic being the best point guard of all time.
Oh!
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, man. You can't put on. Yes.
6'10"?
Yes.
Oh!
Absolutely. Magic was a monster. Magic is a legend. I get that. Magic is a beast. But to say best point guard and it's undoubtedly so put Stockton in Showtime. Let Stockton run the floor.
It may not be the same though. I don't think they win 5. They don't win 5.
It may not be. How do you?
They don't win 5.
I'm sorry. I don't know that.
6'10" revolutionized.
I get it.
I respect what you're trying to say.
He revolutionized it because of his size. But there were other people. But there were other people. He couldn't score and shoot.
But
Magic couldn't score and shoot.
But he couldn't shoot. He could score. He just couldn't shoot.
I don't know if he could score when he averaged under 20 a game in his career. But I don't know if that's I can score.
He played with Kareem, the all-time leading scorer.
I get that.
That's got to play a factor.
I get that, but Kareem had over half them points before he got to LA. He had over half them points before he got to LA. He got the second 40% of those points with the Lakers. He got a bulk of them points, dude, with the Bucks before he got there because Worthy took some scoring away. Magic, when he did score, took some scoring away. But when I look at point guard, you got to go to why not AI? You talk about revolutionize 6'10". Okay, so let's go down to 5'9" then at 160. And the way he played and what he did, led the league in steals, led the league in scoring, never was a big assist guy. I get it, but Magic never led the league in scoring. He never led the league in steals. He led the league in assists. AI led the league in 2 different. I'm just saying, bro.
You know what?
I just think it's too easy to go Magic, and it's not even a conference.
We're getting a sign to wrap up, y'all. But, this is a topic for another day. We're going to do one all-time greatest point guard. You made a strong argument.
Yeah.
But for me, it will always be Magic, though. But again, it's going to be a topic for another day. Hey, again, I want to thank my brother VJ Vernon again for being in the building, man. I love it. We can talk sports all day long, y'all. Yes. It'd be no doubt we was gonna be here all night long. But we gotta wrap it up. Again, for my man VJ Vernon, I am Emory Ogletree II, the main attraction. Let's get it. Till next time. I'm out.